Hello everybody, this is DKG's Avos, and I'm over here right now, and I've got a replay that I just wanted to show everybody. I'm terribly excited about it. I just can't wait to show you, and here it is. Are you ready? Because this is Huskies Husky, and this is a 4v4, and let's introduce the players real quick. And I'm going to drop that down. Over here we have Cloudy, the blue Zerg. We have Alien, our teal Protoss, and Husky SINVICTA. Now, you'll notice that SINVICTA is playing Protoss. He normally plays Zerg. He's a Masters level Zerg, and Husky, a Masters level Protoss, is playing Zerg. He was doing 4v4 on the unranked ladder, just for funsies, trying to rank himself up, or level himself up, rather. And now let's introduce my team. RCJH is ML Queen Jr., RCJH is Stella, the one and only DKG's Avos, and Replon. Now this game is going to get underway fairly quickly, because you can see down here this little proxy pylon, and you'll notice that there's nothing up in this base, but let me assure you that this little bugger is going to cause a little bit of havoc. You'll notice that I said GLHF, and my teammates are trying to get Husky, or to rush Husky and SINVICTA. And what do we have here but a Forge? I told you he was going to cause all sorts of ruckus. My teammates are trying to rush the other team. They want to push as soon as possible. I was watching Husky's stream early on, and I noticed that he had just gotten rushed before the game that we played. I had to turn his stream off, partially just because I wanted it to be a little bit fair, and partially because I only have one monitor, so it doesn't do me a whole lot of good to try and snipe somebody's stream, especially Husky, who doesn't do a whole lot of talking about his builds, but it doesn't do me a whole lot of good to snipe somebody's stream if I don't have another monitor to watch it. But yes, I am saying don't rush. I don't want to rush Husky, because Husky likes playing macro games, and I'm willing to grant Husky that favor. There is a little bit of a gentleman's agreement in my mind, but that's broken a little bit by Alien. But you know what? I can forgive Alien. Alien's on Husky's team. He just wants to win to impress Husky, I'm sure, because who wouldn't? But you can see here that I'm going a little bit ballsy, as is Husky. We are going for the expand first. Husky has his spawning pool down just a little bit earlier than mine. I usually end up droning up a little bit after I drop that hatchery, and it looks like Husky went straight for that. We've got a barracks here from Replon, as well as one over on the wall. We're going to wall this in pretty tight. This is going to be a really nice wall. Prevents against Zerglings and everything else. There's no vision on these rocks, so this is a pretty open point for everybody, and they haven't expanded yet, so I mean, that's not really a weak spot for them yet. You'll notice that there are no destructible rocks on these ramps, as they might be with other maps. And now the cannons are starting to get within range, and I mean, he should be able to see this, but I don't know if he's been paying enough attention to his mini-map. But once his cannon finishes and starts attacking, he can definitely tell now. He's noticed it all but too late. He saves that probe so that it doesn't get shot at. But these cannons are going to push all the way up, and Marines are going to come in here and try and fend this off. Marines, not so good at fending off cannon rushes. They can help prevent the spread of cannon rushes, prevent the spread of the infection, if you will. But as you can see, not too many shots, and Marines go down. Even that one, which was almost halfway done by the time it started firing. I mean, it still got a Marine for its efforts. It's just, Marines aren't that effective against cannons. Stalker's fairly effective against cannons, but you still need to be careful with them. You want to keep them at maximum range so that they're not getting shot at by the cannon. You need to focus down pylons, and you need to focus down the cannons if you're going to shoot at them while they're building. You don't want to just move in, because they will default to trying to attack the cannon. And you can see that I'm pinging up here to show out that Cloudy is in for a Ling Rush. It's pretty all in from these guys at the moment. So what we need to do is hold these off with my beautiful slowlings. In team games and in everything but ZVZ, I have a tendency to delay Zergling speed as much as possible. I usually try and spend that gas on whatever else I can. And I mean, in this case, you can see that it's nothing. I don't have a whole lot of gas coming in because I delayed my gas. I had a gas open, but I delayed harvesting for quite a while. And you can see that Stella, right after he clears this out, he's going to get attacked by more and more and more lings. And ML Queen Jr. is going to help clean that out. And I've got roaches on the way. I've got a bunch of roaches that are going to come out. Roaches are one of the most effective ways for Zerg to deal with cannon rushes if they need to. And you can see that I've got these lings over here. I'm going to use them as a little bit of cannon fodder while the roaches kind of go in there. It just makes it easier for me. They're cheap and cheerful, I guess. They do a little bit of extra damage, but they tank shots. And I'm going in there. I'm also protecting his stalkers, which are a lot more expensive than my Zerglings, a lot more necessary than my Zerglings. Roaches do tank a lot of shots from cannons, but what it does help me do, even though I've got them clicked, I don't like microing if I can help it, so that I can macro on the back of it. And so you notice that I lost a roach right there just because I was macroing. I wasn't babysitting my units. Sometimes I'll babysit them, but in this case I'm not doing so well. And Husky's over here. He's already got lair tech, as you can see, just pooping out some creep over here and getting some creep tumors pooped out from this queen. And we've got a spine crawler, or 2 spine crawlers and a spore crawler. And Husky's going for a lot of creep spread. And as you can see, he's got that infestation pit, creep spread, a bunch of spines, and there's the swarm host. And here I am saying that we need to push, and there we go out. This is a perfect time for us to push. This was just a little bit lucky for us, let me tell you. Because there wasn't that much defending this, because 2 of the players were basically taken out. They were basically all in. We got a scan. Come on, scan. Let's go. We need a scan. There it is. And again with the A move, you need to focus down these units. We could have cleared out all these swarm hosts had we been focusing down the swarm hosts. I was focused a little bit more on the spines because they can 2-shot marines. The marines could have taken out the swarm hosts if they were focusing down instead of A moving in. The locusts are not the target that you want to go for. You want to ignore the locusts as much as possible just because you can't really cost effectively deal with locusts. And you can see here, I'm going to chase down these swarm hosts running right past the locusts if at all possible. And I don't like running up ramps alone, so I'm going to pause here because I don't want to run into anything that I don't know. I'm going to send my opponent's stalkers in, or my teammate stalkers in, ahead of me because I don't know what's at the top of that ramp. I don't want to know until he's absorbed a few shots for me. And it looks like he's going for Robo before he's got Warp Gate done, and that Warp Gate doesn't look like it's going to finish anytime soon. And I'm just going to come in here and try and take out as many probes as possible. Husky is on 2 bases, doing a pretty good job for a Protoss player, let me tell you. And SINVICTA's got this base. He's transferred a decent amount of probes. He's got this base up and going. But he's going to lose a decent amount of units, it looks like, trying to defend his teammate's base. I mean, we got a few stalkers and an immortal. Immortals are very effective against stalkers, but I mean, SINVICTA's micro is good, but I don't know how much you can do against this many stalkers. It looks like it's pretty much all but lost. He's getting taken on by all sides. It looks like he's lost almost his entire army over here. And it looks like Stella and Queen Jr. are going to step in, but these locusts are going to swing in from the top side, and they're going to be very cost effective against these stalkers because they are free. And right as I'm coming in to take out SINVICTA's base, SINVICTA is, well, GG, I'm out. I don't need to deal with this, man. Good luck, Husky. You can deal with it on your own. I'm going to go over here and take out this base as well, take out as many drones as I can, because even though Cloudy has left the game, any resources that he's mining are going to go straight to Alien and Husky. I don't want them to have that macro advantage over us. Up to a point, having your teammates leave can actually be better for you because you get a better macro. And I say up to a point because once you are maxed out on all sides, having 4 players maxed out is a lot better than having 2 players maxed out. Just math, right? And Husky was saying down there that, guys, you weren't supposed to leave your base for 20 minutes. I thought this was No Rush 20, like back in the Brood War days. And I'm saying, you know what, Husky? At least I stopped him from rushing you. You should be thankful for that much. And Stella over here, the one that wanted to rush everybody, was saying, hey, Husky, you got friends on this team. You better appreciate it. We took it easy on you today. But you know what? I'm going to go in here. I'm going to take out Husky's base, and I'm going to feel great about it. I'm sorry, Husky, but I feel great about it. This feels awesome. Taking out the one and only H to the Huskies base. You know what? It feels good, man. It feels good. I'm going to lose a few lings here and there. I'm going to lose a few roaches here and there trying to take out this base. But you know what? I feel like it's worth it. Keeping Husky's macro down to a minimum, because Husky is pretty good at his macro. He's only got the one base now. He's mining off of one base. But you know what? He's going to try and saturate. I should have taken out this base when I had the chance. But you know what? ML Queen Jr. is going to take it out for me. Husky with his tricky tricks, doing that macro over there. You know what? Good on you. But thank you for ML Queen for taking that out. And here I am over here taking out Cloudy's base over here. I wanted to get rid of those mutas as quickly as possible because I don't want to deal with any mutalists. Roaches don't shoot up. They just don't. And Swarmhouse don't even shoot up anymore. They did way back when in the beta, but and my roaches over here, me not paying attention to the minimap, I mean, I could have taken out a chunk of these if I had been paying at least a little attention. But you can see that I'm not going to try and fight those locusts. Those roaches are going to come out squeaky clean. But I know I lose a few roaches to these locusts just because bad rally points, man. Bad rally points. But all those Marines trying to fight cost effectively, Marines are basically free, but not really free. And I'm saying that there are a few mutas out there. I want those Marines to snipe them out just because, again, roaches don't shoot up. Alien has now left the game, leaving Husky with a huge amount of money. I did go back and watch the stream afterward just to see what was going on. He was streaming for 6.5 hours. And there we go. I told you that I lost a few roaches there. And now there's the money scan to reveal all of these swarm hosts. And there are more Marines getting taken out by locusts. And you know what? Doing the smart thing there, Stella. Getting out of there, getting out of the way of the locusts. Because you know what? You don't want to deal with them. And here we go, losing another roach to a bad rally point. Because I'm over here just losing to mutas. And I'm trying to take out as many bases as possible while I'm over there. And here we go. You know what? I figured I'd come back with 3 roaches and help take out these swarm hosts, because why not? I might as well take all the credit for all the killings, right? I'll give myself a pat on the back here. I did an awesome job. I killed all those swarm hosts, because my 3 roaches definitely did it. And there we go. Husky realizing that he can no longer do any more damage to farm any more EXP off of us has GG'd out. It was a well-played game. Husky, thanks for playing with us. It was fun meeting you on ladder. And SINVICTA, so many thanks. Ended up friending him on afterward. So thank you, SINVICTA. Check him out. SINVICTA especially has been doing a lot for the StarCraft community. He's been sorting through a lot of the replays for Husky's Bronze League heroes. So go ahead and check out his stream. And you know what? I want to give a shout out to Gear in the Rear's Chaos Unity, because without Gear in the Rear's Chaos Unity, I never would have realized that Husky was streaming, and I never would have realized that he was on 4v4. Chaos Unity was originally with me, trying to get on Husky's game. After a couple tries, we gave up, but one more try before I went to bed just by myself, and it ended up being this game. So there you go, guys. Just give it one more go, and you might be able to make it in Husky's game too. Thanks for watching. This is DKG's Avos, signing out.